For centuries, human beings believed the heart was more than a pump. Ancient civilizations saw it as a source of wisdom, a source of intuition, a source of guidance, a source of higher intelligence. Then modern science arrived, and gradually the heart was reduced to a machine, a biological pump, a muscular organ whose only purpose was to circulate blood. But what if the ancient were not completely wrong? What if the heart is doing far more than we ever imagined? Today, science is beginning to reveal something fascinating. The heart is not simply a pump, the heart is a sensory organ, an information processing organ, and in many ways it possesses its own form of intelligence. Now, let us be clear. When we say the heart has a mind, we are not saying the heart thinks like the brain. The heart does not solve mathematical equations. It does not write poetry. It does not plan your next business strategy. But it does something equally extraordinary. It continuously gathers information, processes signals, influences emotions, affects perception, and communicates directly with the brain. In fact, the relationship between the heart and the brain is far more complex than most people realize. For years, science assumed that the brain controlled everything. The brain was the boss. The heart simply obeyed. But research began, revealing a different story, a conversation, a two-way communication system, a constant exchange of information between the heart and the brain. Now think about your own experiences. Have you ever felt something in your heart before your mind could explain it? Have you ever walked into a room and immediately sensed something was wrong? Have you ever met someone and instantly felt trust or discomfort? Long before logic arrived, most people have. And while intuition remained difficult to fully explain, since science has discovered that the heart plays a much larger role in perception than previously believed. The heart continuously sends information throughout the body. Its rhythm changes with every emotional state. Fear changes the rhythm. Stress changes the rhythm. Anger changes the rhythm. Love changes the rhythm. Gratitude changes the rhythm. Compassion changes the rhythm. And these changing patterns influence the nervous system. Now imagine this. Every emotion you experience creates a different biological signal. That signal travels through the body, affects the brain, affects decision making, affects awareness, affects perception. In other words, your emotional state is not simply happening inside your mind, it is happening throughout your entire system. Now, this raises an important question. If the heart influences the brain, then how much of what we call intuition is actually information arriving through the heart first? Perhaps this explains why some decisions feel right even before we can logically explain them. Perhaps this explains why wisdom often feels different from thinking, because thinking is analytical, but wisdom feels immediate, whole, integrated. Now, modern life creates a problem. Most people live almost entirely in their heads, thinking, analyzing, comparing, predicting, overthinking. But very few people are taught how to listen, not to the outside world, but to the deeper intelligence within. And this is where the heart becomes important, because the heart responds differently than the survival mind. The survival mind asks what could go wrong. The heart asks what feels true. The survival mind searches for certainty. The heart searches for alignment. The survival mind is focused on protection. The heart is focused on connection. Now, this doesn't mean we abandon logic. Far from it. The goal is integration, a coherent brain, a coherent heart working together. Because when the heart and brain operates in harmony, something remarkable happens. People often become more creative, more resilient, more intuitive, more emotionally balanced, more connected. Not because they have become irrational, but because they have become integrated, whole. And perhaps that is the deeper lesson. For centuries, humanity has treated the heart and brain as separate. Emotion versus logic, feeling versus thinking, heart versus mind. But maybe the future is not choosing one over the other. Maybe the future is learning how to unite them. Because when intelligence of the brain meets wisdom of the heart, something extraordinary becomes possible. And that possibility is where transformation begins.